Dear student, today we will discuss Gymnosperm, which are the part of plant kingdom. Now, Gymnosperm, they are non-flowering, non-food producing plant that bears naked seeds. Gymnosperm means naked seed that develop in the exposed portion at the surface of scales rather than in the protective wall of ovary. Okay, so the seeds are open, that's why we call them as naked seeds. Now, according to Eichler, the Gymnosperm along with the Angiosperm were classified under the group called Phanerogames. They are also called spermatophyta. They are seed-bearing plants. And what are the characteristics? Seed-bearing plant. They are all seed-bearing plant. They are also known as higher plant. They have well-differentiated reproductive tissue organs. Consist of embryo along with the stored food which serve for initial growth of embryo during the germination. So here, whatever seed is produced, it carry the nourishment. Now, little introduction to Gymnosperm. If you see Gymnosperm, they were abundant in Mesozoic era, when once the dinosaur used to live, especially during Jurassic period. Now only about 900 species are left, of which 500 species are of conifers. They maintain their dominance only in the colder region of the world where snow rather than rain is the source of water. So temperate forests are there, and above that you can say the cold region, all forests, they consist of these Gymnosperm. If you look at the characteristic, ovule are exposed and not enclosed in ovary wall before and after fertilization. So seeds are also exposed. No fruit formation. Gymnosperm are all perennials. Okay, there is no herb shrubs. They exist in Gymnosperm. Giant redwood tree Sequoia is known to be one of the tallest species of Gymnosperm. Now, if you look at the parts of the plant, consist of differentiated root, stem, and leaves. If you look at the root has taproot system, and it is symbiotically. Usually, higher plant they have taproot system because they can penetrate deep down the earth to access the water. If you look at the symbiotic association, they have symbiotic association with fungi. As in case of pinus, it is called mycorrhiza. They have symbiotic association with cyanobacteria, as in case of cycas, and they are called coralloid roots. Then its stem could be branched or unbranched. Then leaves, they are adapted to extreme temperature, humidity, and wind. They have needle-like leaves that reduces the surface area for transpiration. They also have thick cuticle and sunken stoma to reduce the water loss. So these are the adaptation in the Gymnosperm. Now there are few terms like sporophyll. Now what is a sporophyll? They are the leaves that bear sporangia. As we have also seen in case of fern, the leaves, they have a structure called sora and they bear the sporangia. Now here the sporangia are drawn on leaves, and those leaves are called sporophyll. The sporangia, they bear further spores. Sporophylls in Gymnosperm are arranged in a specific way. They are spirally arranged along an axis to form compact structure called cones. So they are arranged in the form of cone. They are also known as strobili. Gymnosperm are heterosporous, that is bear two different types of spores. So sporangia and sporophylls, they are also of two different types which are present either on the same or different tree. Let's see what are different types of sporophylls are there. So male and female. The male sporophyll is called microsporophyll. The female sporophyll is called megasporophyll. Now let's see the difference. The Microsporophyll bears microsporangia, which is also known as pollen sac, and produces microspore, which is called pollen grain, which is also known as male gametophyte, and it produces 2 male gamete or sperm. Megasporophyll, which bears megasporangia, or also known as ovule, and produces multicellular embryo sac, which is called female gametophyte, and has 1 female gamete or ova or egg. Then they fuse and form zygote, which is both the gametes are always haploid. They fuse to form zygote, which is diploid, and it develops in ovule. So the zygote is still developed in the ovule, and the fertilized ovule is called seed. The seed forms coat from the ovary wall. Now discuss what is a sporophyte in gymnosperm. A sporophyte, is always an 2n, that is diploid. Gametophyte is always an. The mature trees is called sporophyte, gametophyte. The male and female gamete in gymnosperm, they are different, and they do not have independent existence, as we have seen in case of pteridophytes and bryophytes. Now life cycle of Pinus. Pine is the heterosporous, and it consists of male and female cone, or we can say sporophylls. Male cone is 0.5 in diameter as compared to female, which is 0.5 to 6 centimeter in diameter. Male cone is found in cluster behind the apical bud and grow in lower branches. Female cone, more scattered, arranged, grow in the upper branches. They appear yellow when mature. Female, they appear brown when mature. The sporophyll has 2 microsporangia that produces microspore by meiosis. The sporophyll bear 2 ovule. The ovule produces megaspore. Now there are stages of reproduction. Stage 1. Pollination occurs but pollen tube is not formed. The female cone look green. Second stage, fertilization occur. The fertilized ovule become winged seed. Third, the seed mature, dispersed by wind. The female cone look woody. Just see the diagrammatic representation. So I'll come here. This is a sporophyte plant. This is one of the branches. The upper branches bear the female cone. The lower branch bear the male cone. Now if you look at the ALS, how they bear the gametes. So you can see the ovules are present at the base. Okay, and over here the pollen sac are there. The ovule produces megaspore by meiosis, and pollen sac, which is gametophyte, male gametophyte, produces microspore by meiosis. So now megaspore and microspores are produced. The microspore reaches the female cone by pollination. Now if you look at, once it reaches the female cone in the ovule, you can say pollination tube is there. Okay, and this is how it reaches the female, you can say, gamete. Now fertilization occur, both these cells fuses and form zygote, and ovary wall is already there. So further development occur, and the ovary wall is converted into seed coat, whereas the zygote develop to seed, and female cone turn woody at this stage. Now the seed is naked, and it is whenever the favorable condition are there, they are released and give rise to the sporophyte. So this is the life cycle of gymnosperm. So here we finish gymnosperm. Thank you.